Welcome back. Last time we just finished killing someone because we needed some more blood. And there was a few things we needed. One thing, I thought we could get into trans technicals last time since Lenora Major, I believe it was, hooked us up with some special stuff, but apparently that wasn't enough. We need a pass card, I believe, because there's a lot of stuff to do in there. We got a lot of missions from people that we can do, and we can't get in yet. So I think I know what I need to do with that. We met some people at the museum who can help us. I think there is a hotel we need to go to. I do not remember where it is, though. None of those. No, not the icons. I think we can get there. Ah, the Plaza Hotel. There was some sort of meeting of some special people there. And we are in. Sentry, good evening, sir. Do you have proof of membership or an invitation? Welcome to the Hellfire Club, sir. Enjoy your visit. Sentry takes the Hellfire Club invitation. Alright, now, I think there's something else that we can use here. I don't know if I have it, though. Let's see. For some reason, I thought I had this lapel pin that I need. Somebody had it. Ah, lapel pin. I'm gonna put that on Stark. Because I think that means we can go just about anywhere around here. A lapel pin with a fierce sword insignia. I don't remember where we got the lapel pin, but I think that allows us to move around just about anywhere we want while in the Plaza Hotel here. While I'm here, I might as well, I've never outfitted these guys, so let's give them some stuff. This guy had a helmet. Inert red suit. You also got a Kevlar jacket. And you've got a sort of shotgun. Do you have any shotgun shells? Yes. I also have a cyborg torso. Wait. Did I use them? I don't think I had my helmet on either. No. Let's get this stuff on here. Kinda wish I knew how good these were. It might be in the manual. I'll have to check it next time I look at the manual. I've got a laser pistol. I don't remember. What was I good at? I think I was actually good at melee, but whatever. Lock data safe. A database containing information. Hundreds of lock mechanisms. A lot of grenades. Anyways, I think that's about all I have at the moment. That's a great outfit, dude. Or I think that's the lady, but whatever. Who would wear that? Okay. That's good enough for now. Just save it just in case I die. I don't want to re-clip everything. Okay. So, let's start talking. Those look like sentries. Who is this? We've got Eleanor Salem. I've been watching you. Let's talk privately for a minute. Listen, I think we can help each other. I'm not a real Hellfire member. I'm a reporter with the Manhattan Post, and I'm about to break the biggest story of the year. I'm this close to discovering the root of the vampire epidemic. It took me months to infiltrate the club, but I still can't get into the inner sanctum. With your ridiculous look, you could get in. I need a bottle of what they've been using for their rituals, and my story's good as printed. Will you get it? Cool down, lady. I don't even know what you're talking about. Keep your voice down. I think you do know what I'm talking about. I think you know all too well. Ever been outed as a vampire in a major metropolitan paper? It ain't pretty. You're busted. In other words, you'll probably end up dead. Unless you do what I ask. If you bring me the blood, I'll have my story, and in return, I'll spare you from being revealed. That might be a useful thing to do, because I don't want people chasing after me. I'm probably already going to have some people anyways, because of something I did earlier, so... Let's see. We got Renfield and George. Let's talk to George. This is George. You must be a member of the Inner Sanctum. I had heard that vampirism was the Sanctum's latest vogue. Is Abraham Van Helsing taking part in your masquerade? He certainly looks the part, and God knows he has the energy of an immortal. The man never sleeps, and he's seemingly run the Star Chamber since the companies began. Yeah, so he runs the Star Chamber. And he wants to take over. Van Helsing? You know him? He sits on the Star Chamber, Trans-Technical Secretive Governing Council? I didn't know he was that powerful. Power is a precious commodity in this city, but Abraham has hardly cornered the market. I intend to find out precisely how powerful that old man is. He uses the company's resources to pursue his own agenda, and that threatens my financial interests. If the old bastard thinks he can take me, he's in for a shock of his life. If Van Helsing's on your shit list, maybe we could help one another. I think not. You would be out of your league, my boy. But here, take this. It's a security clearance badge that will allow you to enter the Trans-Technical's building. Take it and do what you can. Maybe I'll be lucky and you'll kill Abraham for me. I hope to. So we got a badge now. Now we can actually get into that place and do some good. Oops. Off with you then. Who is this? Renfield. Evening, sir. Can I get you anything from the bar? Hey, wait a minute. Oh, wow. You really truly are the real thing, aren't you? This is great. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't fool me, sir. Yeah, I've waited on a bunch of foolish wannabe vampire actors, but I know the real thing when I see it. That isn't makeup, is it? Oh, wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting for this. Hey, calm down, alright? Can't you keep it quiet? Okay, I'll keep my voice down if you want me to, but that doesn't mean I'm not the happiest guy in the world. What's it going to take to shut you up? Take me with you. Whatever it is you do, let me go along. Let me hang around. I'm real good at vampire things. I know all about what you guys can and can't do. All those rules. I'll look out for you. I've worked for a vampire before, and I was real good at it. Then what are you doing here serving drinks? Well, he wanted to move to the Midwest. Said he liked the taste of a wholesome corn-fed farm girl's blood better than some filthy whore off the street. And I'll give him that much. But I couldn't leave New York. God, I love it here. The nightlife, the crowds, the rats. Come on. Will you at least think about using me? I'm a storehouse of information about the undead. I work for nothing. You won't have to feed me. I find my own meals. I'll even do your shirts. What do you say, huh? Please? Sorry, I got a full party, I think. You're crazy. You'll never find a more willing servant to go around. But maybe you'll change your mind. Go ahead and think it over. I don't know. Can I add 1, 2, 3? Maybe I can add another one. Maybe I'll see if I can take this guy. Change your mind? You need me, right? Sure. Great. Listen, I don't think we should really talk here. I don't know where you're staying, but I've got a cool place downtown where you might want to crash. I'll get out of this place and meet you there. The address is 426 East 28th Street. I'll wait for you there, master. That could be useful, or it could be another trap. We'll know soon enough. Here we got Mara. You aren't a member, are you? I take my meals here every night, and I've never seen you before. Are you a guest? Who are you here with? My name's Cassidy. Eric Cassidy. I'm a guest of Abraham Van Helsing. He isn't here tonight, though. Out of the city on business. You don't look like you need a chaperone, Mr. Cassidy. But if you do, my name's Mara. Be careful who you talk to. The Hellfire Club hosts only the wealthiest and most powerful. They are used to getting what they desire. Take Brack Picaro, for example. He's been alive particularly forever and has connections everywhere. I certainly wouldn't want him for an enemy. Be particularly careful on the Inner Sanctum. They can be ruthless and dangerous in their pursuit of pleasure, and their vices grow ever more exotic. Alright. Here we got Ada Lazar. I found all of this 19th century opulence a tad... I don't know, I've never seen that word before. Otois? I'm not sure what that is. Don't you? Whatever you say, lady. I'm just passing through. A guest? And from the looks of you, a guest who's no stranger to the streets. Perhaps you could do me a service. My husband is originally conservative in his personal behavior, and he insists on imposing his stodgy morality on me as well. Even in here, if you can believe that. I'm looking for Sidle Blossom and a virtual viewer. My husband confiscates the last one I had. I'll pay you $1,800 if you bring them to me. We're usually here most nights. Be subtle. My husband will have you arrested if he catches you. I plan on having a little fun. And who is this? Helena, or Helen Donaldson. You don't really belong here, do you? That coat is abominable. Then I must see my tailor. Who are you kidding? You're street trash. You have no business being here. On second thought, you may be able to find a little business. Let me give some sporting goods, shall we say. Perhaps in your street dealings, you could see to acquiring for me a small handgun of sorts. Small game hunting? Why, yes, namely my husband. Right now, the weasel's probably in one of the parlors with his longtime partner in debauchery, Walter McAllister, and God knows how many disease-ridden women. Walter's practically a kept man. It'd be the end of Walter's illustrious transient career if his wife found out. Well, Frank and he have made a fool of me for the last time. Have something with you now that you can sell me? Say a 9mm? I've got $3,500. I don't know. I think I have one. Sure. Wonderful. Then don't be obvious about it. Give me the gun. Here's the fee I promised you. I hope this will be our little secret. Alright, so we got a little bit extra cash for a 9mm. I don't know if that was worth it or not. But let me make sure everyone has a weapon now. Yeah, I still got a weapon. You do not have a weapon. You need a weapon. Laser pistol. Okay. So let's check out another room here. After a save. We'll just head this way, I guess. Location. The parlor is a windowless and stuffy. The climate control obviously not working. You have difficulty breathing, and the closeness of the room causes you to feel trapped. Gary Fizz, the most observant member of the party, searches the area and finds nothing. Okay, fine. Nothing in there, apparently. At least nothing I can see. Your boot heels click as you walk across the polished marble of the climate-controlled parlor. The cracked leather of rare books, the stately comfort of the new leather on the sofas and chairs, the sweet smell of exotic plants are evidence of the Hellfire Club's limitless wealth. Alright. Here's the Brack Picaro. You are new here, no? A guest? Hellfire Club pay you to ask questions? Relax, friend. I'm only making small talk. I've too many of my own problems to worry myself over you. Do you see that woman over there? That lovely woman? Yeah, she's cute. So are a lot of women. Why should I care? Ah, I see you are a hard one, my friend. She has been my lover for over 2 years. I met her during a weekend on the Orbital Resort Casino. I fell in love with her immediately, and I believe she did with me. We have been quite happy. That young man over there entered our lives almost 1 year ago. Larissa and I were gambling on the Cayman Islands. Griff thought he knew something about cards, but I easily broke him. I did, however, take an interest in him and invited him to dine with me that night. He took an interest in Larissa, and she in him. I did not oppose this, since I thought she might enjoy a younger man's company. He has been with us ever since. An arrangement not without its complications, but rich in its rewards. But now you got a problem. Yes, I have a problem. He is driving her mad. He insists on employing Arrow's bodysuits and other computer-aided hardware to assist him in making love, as though machines had any place in what transpires between a man and a woman. Larissa has psych implants that help control a mind-depressive condition. These Eros products affect the same areas of the brain as her implants and are creating catastrophic side effects. Her mood swings have become violent. Some days she is so low she cannot leave the bed, and she weeps to exhaustion. Other days her energy is nearly psychotic. If she is not soon cured, our lives together are ended. If you could deliver to her the means to her cure and tell her that it is from me, then she would owe her happiness to me, and I could dismiss Griff from our arrangement without angering Larissa. I've known a lot of women in my life, but Larissa is different. I love her, Mr. Stark. Return her to me, and I will pay you well. We are here most evenings. If you find something, some combination of things that would cure her, place it, near something. I don't think I know of anything that will help. And off the top of my head, I'll have to think about that. Well, let's see if we can talk to them. It's Griff. Interested in a few hands of blackjack? I don't take risks with cards. Just as well. My luck's been miserable. I'd probably lose. That woman by the table, I love her, and she loves me. Will love only me, if not for that rotten old bastard on the other side of the room. She's a looker, all right. What does the old guy have to do with anything? He's destroying her. Day by day, he slowly kills her with his poisons. But I'm not going to stand for it any longer. Let me explain. I met them almost a year ago at the casino on the Cayman Islands. I was making my living as a gambler, and was in a run of bad luck when I played against Brack. When we finished playing, I owed him a fortune. For some reason, he invited me to his suite for a late dinner. That's when I met Larissa. That's where we fell in love. Incredible as it seems, the old guy actually asked me to travel with them. He didn't seem to care that Larissa split her nights between the two of us. I know this is strange, but the arrangement worked very well until recently. Trouble in paradise? The old rogue is driving her mad with drugs. You can't tell by looking at him, but he's 84 years old. Yes, it's true. He uses over 30 different pills, gigavitamins, and dermal patches to monitor everything from his blood oxygen content to his rate of dendrite formation, all to keep him as vigorous as a man 40 years his junior. He also uses drugs on himself and on Larissa as part of their lovemaking. It's destroying her mind. She veers from suicidal depression to wild mania. If something is not soon done, she will be lost in madness forever. All for the sake of an old man's lust. There must be something that can cure her, some miracle drug that can undo the damage Brack has caused with his toxins. I can tell by the cut of your clothes that you are not wealthy. If you could discover something that would cure Larissa's madness and return with it, I would pay you a large sum of money. If you get a cure, place it near her. Tell her that Griff hired you to give it to her. Maybe if I cure her, she'll leave the poisonous old snake, and the two of us can leave this filthy city. I don't think I know of anything that can help you at the moment, lady. Sorry. But let's check out here. One of the parlors, a room bleeding off from the Hellfire Club ballroom, seems ideal for guests who wish to slip away from the party and have an intimate gathering. See those crazy dudes. I don't know if searching can cause a fight, but just in case, I'm gonna search, because we need to see if we can find whatever it is that lady was looking for. Nothing here. I'll come back. Let me search over here. Come on, go in there. Come on. Nothing. Maybe it's over this way, but we'll come back to there next. We've got Catherine. Welcome to the party. Nothing like a group of dried-out old men to really make a party, wouldn't you say? This place really thrills you, does it? Down to the tips of my toes. But hey, it's the Hellfire Club, like nowhere else in New York. People will give their eye teeth? What the heck is an eye teeth? For the right to stand in my shoes. But this place isn't for everybody. You're looking at the cream of the crop. This exclusive little get-together next to us consists of some Transtech mogul and one of his lackeys sharing, shall we say, this year's Miss Congeniality winner. Why are you even here, then? Hey, a member of the Hellfire Club is a member for life. That is to say, as long as they want to live. Know what I mean? Apparently you can't get out of the Hellfire Club very easily. Frank Donaldson. Wipe that smirk off your face. You've been talking to my wife, haven't you? That shrew. Listen, whatever she tells you, she's crazy. Crazy and paranoid. I can't even break away from her for an evening. Wait, have you even talked to the woman? Helen? Helen Donaldson? Scary woman. Probably drinking like a fish, shifty eyes. Met her? No, I never met her. How lucky for you. Steer clear of her. I think you should probably still steer clear of her, Mr. Donaldson. Who let this man in here? This is a private meeting. Seems like more than a meeting from what Frank here tells me. Then that is Frank's own foolishness. If he wishes to behave in an inappropriate manner, I cannot condone it. Well, I don't even know the man that well. Really. There's nothing to see here. Why don't you just leave? Let's talk to Courtney. Walter told me you were a problem. I don't think it's such a good idea for you to be here. You seem nice. Why don't you go out to the main room before you make trouble? Fine. Let's head this way. Guests often break away from the Hellfire Club's main ballroom to this parlor. The doorway to another room is guarded by sentries. What goes on behind the curtain entrance is spoken of by the other guests in hushed tones. I bet we can get through there with this lapel pin. Tabitha. Hi, I'm Tabitha. I'm new here too. Ransom Stark. What makes you think I'm new? Well, for one, you don't know how to dress for the place. I made sure I wore exactly the right thing. I finally inherited my membership to the club from my dad. Seems like I've been wanting to get into the club forever. That couldn't have been too long. What are you, Tabitha, about 19? 18, really? You know, you have really sweet eyes. Thanks. Why are you looking at me that way? Don't look into my eyes like that. My God, your eyes. It's almost as if they can look right through me. My knees are getting weak. Just let yourself be lost in my eyes, Tabitha. What? I feel so strange I can't. That's it, Tabitha. Don't fight it. Just let yourself go. Most girls find it easier that way. What? Most girls? That's it. I'm out of here. Whatever you're trying to do, you're not going to do it to me. You almost had me going there for a second. Great going there, Stark. What the heck was that? We got George. Been a member of the Hellfire Club long? Long enough. Then maybe you can help me. I don't have the right to get into the inner sanctum, and it's killing me. There's nothing I could really do to earn my way in. You have to be asked by the council. The only way I'm going to get in is by paying off a guy like you. Think maybe you could give me a break and get him in? You're kissing up to the wrong guy. I haven't even gotten in yet. I know. I've been watching you. I don't even know what it takes to get in, but I'm asking you to help me when you can. I can pay you $1,000. Listen, I gotta get in there. I know I'm inner sanctum material. I just haven't been asked by the council to join yet, and I thought I'd just sort of speed up the process. Alright now, this looks like a good safe spot to try and get in here. Yes. Let's see if they'll let us in. Apparently so. Back in Central Park, this is just the kind of place where you imagine that vampires brought their victims and ravished them. It probably is. The room looks like a great hall in a medieval castle, but close inspection reveals that the stone is mortar is synthetic. Apparently the room, like a theater stage, can be remade to look differently. Well then, what do we have here? Nothing to find. I don't know if we want to take that just yet. Apparently we did take it. Or something. Or, oh no, I put it back there. Let's talk first. Linda Blau. You look drawn and quartered, lover. Maybe like I once was. Still crying big tears for your humanity, even though it's worth less than a box of burned out circuits. Fates worse than undeath promise themselves for you, but not here in Hellfire. And you know what vampires fear? I live their fear, beautiful. I sacrificed my soul for love. When my lover Gi Sang, the man standing over there, became a vampire, I had to choose. So I join him in undeath or lose him forever. I tried to share it with him. I even weaved empathy chains into the dermal filament of the sin stem suit so that I could live what he felt. But there was only one way. Only one way could I share his fate with him. I had to have his teeth at my throat, his lips warm on my neck, and then my blood there. He howled and kicked as he did it, and I screamed more from the fear than the pain. You let yourself be taken? But you said you feared it. But now I hunt the night with Gisang, and I don't fear it, because I can reverse its effects. I can recapture my morality, or at least begin to with this. I purchased it from a bent old woman in Chinatown right before I drained her empty. She said that the other half had been purchased by a man named Weech Gibbon. It can cure us. I don't understand it much, but Gisang pretends to. He can tell you the why here. You can keep it. I already know its secrets. Huh. Half amulet. Alexander Tennant. You are new to the Codier. I can't remember how that's pronounced. Are you not? Yet you look as though you might drink blood as lustfully as any of the undead. Join us, my undead brother. You have found a home here among your kind. I think I'd rather not. Rather not do that. Tatiana. A newcomer, I see. Welcome, darling. You must, of course, partake of the refreshments. It is an acquired taste, but so well worth it. I myself find it all terribly sexy, in a lascivious, almost a vulgar sort of way. But Bertrand does bring an elegance to everything the group does, don't you think? I just find him so terribly sexy. And it's not just the money either. Bertrand just really has it, you know? He just gives the group such an element of style. The Sanctum is simply unlike any else in New York. I mean, until I inherited my membership, the furthest I'd ever gone in masquerade parties, or the furthest I'd ever gone is masquerade parties. Now Bertrand has taken me to the very edge. I just adore the man. And then there's you. Who did your look? I love it. You probably don't know the guy. Your skin looks so genuinely pallid, and the eyes, the teeth, you really have the look down. It's so over the top. I'm sure Bertrand just loves it. Well, I must dash. Darling, enjoy the festivities. We've got... I spoke to Linda. She gave me this fragment of an amulet. Said you knew something about it. She says it cures vampirism? Ha ha ha. Between you and me, friend, Linda wouldn't know an occult amulet if it grafted itself permanently to her skin. As to vampirism, she was, less than willing, so my little story about the amulet calmed her fears. That's great, dude. You're saying this doesn't have supernatural powers? I'm saying I don't know much about it. I bought it from a young man with a taste for the occult. I tell you, I paid enough for it. It had better do something, but enough of this. The hours stretch out before us. Let us take to the streets to hunt and feed. Topher. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? What's your problem? Listen, I've been here for 3 straight days, and I sure don't need some guy coming in off the streets and giving me a hard time. Who do you think you are, looking at me like that? Hey, ease up already. Listen, don't tell me what to do. I'll tell you what I need to do to go to the distance. I'm going to need a breath of fresh air, if you know what I mean. Breathers? Yeah, you're not as dumb as you look. Have you any on you? Sorry, I don't think I do. What do I look like, some street dealer? Besides, you look like you've been through the ringer. Maybe you should lay off it for a while. Hey, I don't need a temperance lecture. Give me the breathers. What do you want for a dose? For a sharp guy like yourself, $200. Bring 'em. I'll be waiting. I don't think I have any breathers. Gwendolyn. Hi there, you're new, aren't you? Whoa, that's definitely... well, I guess some of these seem to act like they're vampires. Some of them seem to truly be vampires. I don't know. Only one owner. And you're not a standard issue Hellfire Club member. Believe me, I can tell. How's that? You're not quite as soft as these guys. You're bad. I like it. Of course, if you want to really be bad, as wild as a member of the Inner Sanctum is supposed to be, you'll have to do what's expected of you. Which is... drink this. It's real blood. Tatiana says it's not human blood, just animal blood, but I prefer to think of it as the real stuff. Think of it as the lifeblood of your enemies. That's what I do, and it really gets me going. Go ahead. It'll be hard to get used to it at first, but then you'll get to really like it. It may be easier than you think. The bottle of blood is... okay, so cool. We got a bottle of blood. Go ahead and take them with you. You'll start to really look forward to the next time you can drink. Just like a real vampire. Believe me, it's addictive. We got Bertrand. Vampire. A vampire come to Hellfire? Are you the brute responsible for the wave of vampire deaths panicking the city? Not me, Jackson. Do you serve him then? He doesn't pay, and I don't work for free. I hate cheap rich guys. So you are a lone stalker, and you have an ostentatious enemy. Do not try to deceive me. I can compel you to tell the truth. Not even your creator will be able to withstand my demands. The truth is, I'm in a room full of blood-drinking lunatics, and why should I care what your demands are? Because if you oppose this mad vampire, perhaps we can help one another. I am Bertrand Folkent, and I have lived in this city since June 14th in 1801. Not since the autumn of 1836 has anyone suspected that a vampire stalks Manhattan streets. That was the year I founded the Manhattan Hellfire Club, as a front to mask whatever eccentricities someone might observe in me. As you can see, I occasionally hide in plain view by inspiring vampire masquerades such as this. My point is that I have fed on New Yorkers since the city was a few square miles of 3-story buildings, and I have rarely alerted the populace to my presence. This profligate you speak of has created dozens of offspring who terrorize the night. In a city of 20 million, he has actually created a vampire plague. His lack of restraint endangers all our kind. Then join me in destroying him. He doesn't need my help to die. I seek only to protect myself. The public panics, and the streets are becoming unsafe for our kind. But there are other ways to satisfy the bloodlust. I have learned from one of our members, who is a surgeon, that the nanotechnology lab at Transtechnicals has devised a nanomachine assembler that synthesizes human blood cells. These machines could allow you to feed without killing, enabling us to remain in hiding until this reckless vampire is dead. I've arranged for a surgeon to inject the nanomachines into my blood. I told him I suffered from a rare anemia. My ghostly color easily convinced him that was so. All I need now are the nanotechs themselves. I offer you a deal. Attain for me the blood-synthesizing nanotechnology. I'll share it with you, and together we can wait out the storm. Every evening I will be in the parlor located through the door at the other end of the entrance hall. When you have the nanomachines, bring them here, and we will seal our deal in blood. Well, that sounds cool. That could be very helpful to keep me from having to feed all the time. But that is going to be it for this video. Next time we will pick up whatever these are and go talk to that lady, because I have a feeling this is what she wanted us to get. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good evening, and goodbye.